Mm-hmm. Hello, hello, hello. Mm-hmm. Hello. Oh wow, everybody's here. Ah, hey y'all. Hey. What is going on, beautiful people? Hey, hey, hey. I was so busy trying to send a message out to a couple of people to let them know that I am offline for a minute because I got to tend to my people. Greetings. How is everybody doing? Hi, Mia. Hello. Vanessa, how are you? How are you doing today? I am well. I hope everybody is doing well. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, Fire, Tina Mo, my girl, my sister from another mister. Let's see who else is in. Well, listen, we might as well go on and get it started. Let me first off, I want to apologize for it being a little late because as you all know, I am back on 12-hour shifts. And when I say it's tough, listen, it is tough. It is tough, but I'm here. I'm here. So, like I said, in the description that tonight, just, have a few people ask me a few questions. So, basically, getting to know me. Hi, my name is Mia. Ting. Um, and I've been doing this. Well, I really just started this like last year. And that's pretty much it. Me and Jay Bestie. Hey, pretty Bree, how are you? I have to homeschool my princess due to neglect and abuse. Wait, what? Oh, we do not play that now. I know that's right, Vanessa. Y'all see me looking up. I'm looking on the screen because I hadn't figured out how to keep the comments on the screen here on the iPad. So I'm looking up on at the TV. Uh, what, Vanessa? Well, I sure pray, hope and pray everything works out for the best for you and your baby girl, because that's no, we don't play that when it comes to the kids now. Absolutely not. So, like I said, I'm trying to get back. I'm getting back used to um, yes, Tina, for real. Hey, Anthony, how are you? Um, I'm getting used to this 12-hour shift, so this is a struggle. It really is. Normally, I'm up super early in the morning, but that's because I choose to be. Now it feels like I gotta be, and so it's really a struggle. So I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Yes, Tina, I have everything. That's good. Yes, I am doing well. Just a little tired, but that's okay. That's all right. It's the name of the game. So, today's topic, Talk About It Tuesday, we're gonna talk about why. Like I said, a few people ask a few questions, trying to get to know me, and I'm trying to be a little more consistent. And so I want to show my personality and let I'm a good girl. You know what I'm saying? I got a message. So might as well get started. No better time than the present. Be a long time of Jeff, how are you? Oh, that is awesome, Jeff. I'm so glad. I'm happy for all of you. That is so cool. Yes, long time. Very, very good to see you. And I hope everything is going well for your mom. That's awesome. And for you too. That's pretty good right there. I like that. All right. So my first question that I got, y'all, the very first question I got was, where are you from and what is your zodiac sign? I am from South Carolina. I am from a small town called Beaufort. Beaufort. Um, I grew up there. I was born up north, but I was raised there, so I just say that's my home because that's all I know. And I moved here. I am fine, mama. What? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that, Jeff. I am so sorry. I misread that completely. I am truly, truly, truly sorry. My condolences to you and your family. I am so sorry to hear that. Um, well, damn, Jeff, you kind of threw me off with that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hello, James. Welcome to the party. How are you? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Um, uh, I lost my train of thought, y'all. So yeah, so uh, yes. So I grew up in Beaufort, and like I said, I don't know anything about up north, so Beaufort is my home. And so, and for the person who asked, I am a Leo, August 17th, a Leo, true fire sign. I am the coolest. I think I'm funny. My son thinks I'm hilarious. Um, and you know, we love hard, we play hard. You know what I'm saying? We dislike even harder. You know what I mean? I don't have to date. A lot of people think Leos have to have this have to be seen and all that stuff like that. Not at all. I can play the background. That's not a problem for me. I like to be acknowledged when I should be acknowledged. Or if it's deserved, you know what I mean. I don't have to be in the forefront or none of that stuff. I'm good to go. Hey, headset, how are you? I Welcome to the live. Y'all hit the live as you come in. Hit the like button. But or like the live as you come in. But yeah, I am probably one of the most laid back persons you'll meet. Now, I'm not a pushover. I'm laid back, yes, I'm not a pushover. Far from it. Um I will stand up for myself, but a lot of the times if it doesn't have anything to do with me, I will, you know, I like to stand up for the underdog. I do, but a lot of the times, you know, people they want this attention and they want you to stand up and do all this stuff for them, but sometimes it's not warranted. And so, if I feel a situation is not warranted for my attention or for me to speak up or do anything, then I'm out of it. I like for my life to be as peaceful as humanly possible. I don't like if I get to the point where I feel like you're bothering me. Not, and I shouldn't even say that. If I feel like I is you're getting a little bit overbearing, then I'll kind of step back a little bit. You know what I mean? But all in all, I am cool and a fan. Cool and a fan. I am cool and a fan. I am when I say I'm your friend, I am your friend. You know what I'm saying? Your sister, your friend, your auntie, or however you want to categorize it. When I say I'm that, or if I say I love you, truly, I mean that. However, let's make it real clear. Once it's clear that you don't want to be bothered with me, I completely go ghost. I don't wish no ill will towards nobody, but I could look at you and not even see you. So you know that's how I do it. I move right on around. I move right on out your way. You can go ahead and have that. I don't beg or none of that stuff. If you make it clear, and I'll ask questions until I'm clear with the answer. But if right off the rip, if you make that clear to me, hey, you ain't got to worry about it. One less person you got to worry about. That's me. So yep. Let's see. My next question. is I'm wondering, do you live with any regrets, and do you or have you planned on doing something to change it, compensate for it, or leave you just, or have you just decided to deal with it and move on? A lot of the things I have a few regrets. I do have a few regrets, but it's nothing life changing. I I think for me, the type of person that I am, I usually jump into something with both feet. And for the most part, my regret on a lot of things is either not doing it sooner or not continuing to do it. But I really try to live with no regrets, you know what I mean? Because, there's a lot of things and places I've gone and stuff like that where a lot of people where I'm from, they wouldn't have gone, or they wouldn't have seen, or they wouldn't have experienced. So I try to live with no regrets. I really, really do. It was a couple of jobs that I wish I had quit sooner, but that's far. I wish I'd known a lot of things as far as like finances and stuff like that. I wish I'd known sooner, but that's pretty much it. I don't regret having a child late in life because I potted it up for 100 people. I'm sure. I don't regret um, going to places that I've gone and seeing the things that I've done. I do, however, at my age now, I regret not having a better relationship with my mom. Um, Me and my brothers were always cool. Always cool. I'm the only girl, in case y'all didn't know. I think I mentioned it before though, but me and my mother always had a is what is it, a strange, is that the word? We've always had a love hate relationship. And I felt that, and I could be wrong, but she's not the type of mom to talk about things like that. And maybe she will now, but then she didn't. I always felt that she always treated me strained, really. Yes, strained. Thank you, Tina. I've always felt that she treated me like one of the boys and treated my baby brother like he was the only girl. And it's because she babied him, and it could be because he's the baby. But like all my brothers, like taller than me, big, all this stuff, and I'm 5'4", 5'3.5", 5'4", some days, depending on my shoes. And she treated me hard, and I don't know, she never had to worry about me ever like not speaking up for myself or taking up for myself or anything like that. But I don't know, it's just the way she treated me. And like I said, I could be wrong, I could have misconstrued the whole entire thing, but we never talked about it because she's not one to talk. Me, I will talk and ask questions, like I said, until I get answers, until I understand, but she don't. So that's one of the main things, if not the only thing that I one of the main things I should say that I regret. Yeah. And so at this point in life, as far as, I'm past trying to understand now. I want to make sure that my relationship with my son is good, and the people that I enjoy and that I love, I make sure those situations are good. And so I need peace. So I'll come in my house and I won't even answer the phone. I won't even answer the door. I go and do my thing and keep it moving. You know what I mean? So that's, and I hope I answered that right, and I hope you understood what I was saying, because sometimes I'd be talking and I feel like I'm all over the place, but yeah. And where are you from? So you have to, so I was asked, what is your preference in a significant other? So I don't know if it was meant if like what gender I like, or what do I like in that person. Me personally, give me a man all day long. Okay, I love me. I love men. Period. And As far as a man, I like a protector, I like a provider. I mean, don't get me wrong now, I do my part too. And, a companion, a friend, a best friend, a confidant, all that stuff. I love the praying man, all that good stuff. Yeah, give me a man all day. Give me a man's man, a country man at that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like a man who like to cook and who like my cooking. How about that? Hi, Mr. Block. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So yeah, that is that was one of the questions. Another question is, what encouraged you in your decision to rock the bald look? I love the style and always wondered if you felt brave in your decision. So here's the thing about me. I am what they call, or I've heard older people say, free spirit. Um, there's nothing that I wouldn't try or do, or just to say I've done it. You know what I'm saying? So back in the 90s, I moved from my hometown up here, as a matter of fact, and I started hair school. So I've always had hair. I started hair school, but one day we was in class and I said, yeah, cut it all off. And so I liked the way I looked when it was bald, especially when I had a fresh cut, eyebrows done. Hey, how are you? Hey, Poetic, welcome to the live. For eyebrows done, all that stuff, and back then I was a lot slimmer, so but and then I was the only one. Well, not the only one. I'm not gonna say that. That I can. And so, I've heard a few people tell me, they was like, oh, you look better with hair and all that stuff like that. And me personally, I took that as, oh, you wish you could have done it too. So I kept it bald for a while. And so this like here, I'd say this is like either my fourth or fifth time cutting all my hair off. So if I ever showed you all, but I used to have locks down my back. And so let me see if I can find a picture real quick. So yeah, I've always had hair even before I had my son. I always had a lot of hair. So but yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture real quick. I mean, of course I can't put it up on here while I got um you all, how you insert. Okay, that's one. That might be one. I don't know if you can see it, but this was when I had some hair, and I don't know how clear that was, but yeah. So I've had, that's one. That's when that was like the shortest of them, because my hair was like pretty much almost like to my butt. Um, yes, a free spirit, Anthony. But yeah, so this last time though, what was I doing? I was going through a lot this last time, and um the last time, yes, locks. So the last time I had these locks in, which now is about 3 years, and I was going through a lot. And back to a previous part of the conversation with my mom. And so I my hair started getting thin up top, because I think that's my stress point, because I was almost homeless. I moved in I didn't want to, because I kind of knew the agenda behind it, but I ended up moving in with family members, and it was just a lot. When I say a lot, it was a lot going on. So my hair started thinning like really bad. And you know how some people get a stress spot in the back or whatever? Mine was right here on top of my head, like on the very hair down to here. And it felt like I was getting a damn pie ball, a George Jefferson, if you will. But I so I decided to cut it all off. And then right after that, my aunt passed. And so I ended up getting a tattoo on the side of my head. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just go ahead and keep it bald for the duration. You know what I mean? I like hair, but I'm just now I still have my locks. I just and one day I might decide to let it grow back out and get them reattached because you know you can do that. But I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so I might, I don't know. As of right now though, no, I'm not gonna do it because I actually love rocking a baldy. And you know, a lot of people tell me that it looks nice and they're like, oh, you got a nice shaped head and all that stuff like that. Me personally, it just feels free. You know, you jump in the shower and just let that water fall on down. Y'all with a bald head, y'all know. And those of you who don't have a bald head, I'm sorry. Try it. You should try it at least once. It's like the best feeling ever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it for the questions. So if you guys have any questions for me in here, then oh, thank you, Poetic. I appreciate that. And thank you, Lady Vito. All right, it really fits you. Thank you, thank you. I like it. And you know, of course, you get a lot of stares and stuff like that. And now, I don't know, people are so funny sometimes. I've had a lady one day. She came to me. I was working the front desk, and she was like, "Hi, you mind if I ask you a question?" Now she's whispering, and I'm like, "We're the only two in here, ma'am. Just speak up. What is it?" And so I instantly started laughing because I knew where she was going with it. So of course, when people see you with a bald head, they automatically assume the worst. And she was like, "You know, I'm just so sorry that you go." And I'm like, "Ma'am, what are you talking about exactly?" She said, do you have the big C? I said, no, ma'am, not at all. We're not claiming that around here. I said, no, ma'am. I cut all my hair off because I wanted to. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I said, you don't have to apologize, but you know, and I wasn't embarrassed. I think she was more embarrassed at asking me than me saying anything. I was like, you don't have to apologize. I mean, you didn't know. I don't advertise or nothing like that, but you know, no, I don't have the big C. And you know, my heart goes out to whoever does, but yeah, no, I don't have that, ma'am. This is by choice. I said, yeah, no. No. And I said, yeah, people, and when she asked me that, a few people had already asked me or whatever, because as a matter of fact, I was working in a hospital, so you know they automatically assume you know those the worst. But I was like, yeah, no, mm-mm. I just I like different. I like very different. I wear platform shoes. I like funky glasses. I like a bald head. I like black lipstick sometimes. You know what I mean? So I am. I really am. I really and truly am, Anthony. And a lot of times I haven't done a few things is because at that time when I wanted to do it, I didn't want to do it by myself. But now, hmm, you think I won't? Please believe I will. Absolutely. Absolutely I will. So I don't mind. Cause when my number is called, I want to have a big old smile on my face, be like, "Yep, check that off. I did everything. Check that off. I sure did, and had a great time." You know what I mean? So, cause you only live once. So, but yeah, I love it. So, she said, "Amen." Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And it's so crazy because my son is the exact opposite. I was like, I asked him all the time. I said, "You sure you my son?" Cause he is a introvert through and through. Me, I'm an ex I'm an extrovert 90% of the times. There's 10% where I kind of sit back. I watch. You know, cause you know how you can feel vibes off of people, and I watch, and you know, once I'm comfortable though, look out. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anybody else got any questions? Get to know me or this lipstick lasts all day. Boy, listen here. I like this. I got to find what this is. Pretty much lasts all day. But yeah. So we got about 5 more minutes, girl. Mia, do you still want Do I still watch them? I watch movies all the time. But I'm always looking for a good watch. Always. Always looking for a good new watch. And then, I got my staples like from the 90s and the 80s that I love to watch, like stuff like uh I like musical stuff. Uh Coyote Ugly, Breaking, Beat Street, Crush Groove, things like that. I didn't there was a couple of them that had sequels that I didn't care for, but like Popeye, the one with Robin Williams. Um, uh, I I do. Me too. Any suggestion? Okay, for real. But I love movies from our era. I like some of the ones now, of course, but I love movies from when I was growing up, and because they always gave me a good feeling. You know what I mean? There's certain movies out there that I will not watch, like with possession and stuff like that. But yeah, I like good feel good movies. I like a good thriller, a little crime. I like stuff like that, a little sensuality, sensual. Smut. I like them. But just like my books, I like me some good smut books too. But I I lately I have been and it's so weird. I don't know even how it started, but I found myself going to different pages on YouTube and watching people go camping in the snow. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of the calming effect or the snow falling or just watching them, just it seemed like they're at peace. You just never know about it. It's just what you see on TV, but it just seemed like they're at peace. But yeah, love me a good movies. Love me a good movie. Poetic, do you watch like the Bridgerton series or any of that? Because those are pretty good. And they just started season 4. It's the first 4 episodes, and the last 4 come out on February 29th. For Black History Month, there's a series of black movies coming on Lifetime, and the ones on Lifetime and LMN, Lifetime Movie Network. A lot of them are based on true stories, and so I think Mary J. Blige has a couple of them that came out lately. I've been watching videos about crows, and see, and Anthony, I've been watching yours with you working, and I think it's 713 Walker. I think people cleaning the yard. I was just like, Mia, what's happening? Really, what's happening? And I like to listen to like Tina. I don't know if you know. Well, a lot of the times because I'm falling asleep or what have you, I'll put it on your guys' podcast and I just let it play while I'm getting ready to go into La La Land. I just listen to y'all and I'll be like, I be agreeing in my dreams, I guess. But yeah, a lot of it I just been real heavy on YouTube, and yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. That's the Crows, a Murder of Crows. Speaking of, have you seen that movie? That's a very good movie. Poetic. That's another one for you to watch. It's called A Murder of Crows with Cuba Gooding Jr. You might have seen it. I don't know, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Um, but yeah. But guys, I am beat, and as you all know, I'm back on this 12-hour shift, babe. And I can't wait to jump in the shower and jump in my bed. I have been up since 4 o'clock this morning. And so with that, in about in about 4 seconds, the teacher will begin to speak. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't watch movies. Anthony, you know what? I think very deeply. Sidetracked. But I was listening to Boogie Down Productions. Those are my guys. Uh, what the hell, Mia? Sidetrack. I'm tired, y'all. I'm so tired. I really am. When I say I had so many 10 threes today, or stop transmission, and those today, and domestics, and all that, it was so much. It's taxing. It's taxing. It's taxing on the brain. So when I listen to a little music, kind of bring me back a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up off this horn. But I think I am gonna go tomorrow, live tomorrow and Thursday, just to try to get back into the algorithm's good graces. And yes, BDP posse, yes. But I thank you, each and every one of you, for stopping through and hanging out, and thank you for your questions. And um, I really and truly appreciate it. I thank you. You could have been anywhere, but you're hanging out with me for a few minutes, and I appreciate that. So I will get back with y'all, and y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all to pieces. Peace. See you next time. I'll see you in these YouTube streets next couple of days. Bye. Take care.